Greetings, programs. I'm Young Napoleon, and I want to welcome you to the start of my Victoria 3 Let's Play series. I should just go ahead and throw out no mods and no DLC because there isn't any. But yeah, so here's the sitch. Let's get this up front. If you're looking for some really good guides on how to play this game, this is not going to be the series for you. There are some good options out there. Bitter Steel, Party Elite. No, I don't know about Bitter Steel. I don't know why I threw that name out there. No, Party Elite's got some good tutorials. Bitter Steel might. I'll have to double check that. Flying Dutchy has got a beginner-friendly series, and even Paradox themselves have got some really good kind of how to play introductory videos that are really good to watch. I'll include some links in the doobly-doo, so if you're looking for some instructional videos, check that out. But me personally, I've played the Learn the Game tutorial. I've gotten a little ways into it. I don't know how far, because I don't know where it ends. I've dipped my toes in all of the others, the economic dominance, the hegemony, and the egalitarian society. And I've quickly come to the conclusion that if I were to wait to really learn this game well before I record a series for y'all, it's going to be a long time before I record a series. And I don't know if y'all are as eager to see me play as I am to record, but I decided we're going to go ahead and follow in the steps of the Vicky 2 games and just kind of learn as we go. So we're going to jump into a sandbox game. We're going to play as Sweden. We're going to go ahead and start as Sweden. That's a really good starting location, I think. It's simple. You don't have a whole lot to worry about. You've got some straightforward goals. You've got some good resources. Let's make sure the game rules are set up. Iron Man is disabled because I like myself. Achievements are allowed, so that's kind of nice. You don't have to play Iron Man to get achievements. We're going to go ahead and leave the AI behavior as standard. Standard aggression. Everything here, I think, is normal. So we're going to go ahead and get this puppy started. I think for this campaign, our goal is going to be to form Scandinavia. I believe in order to do that, you need to be either in a personal union with, or you need to have control somehow of Finland, Sweden, of course, Norway, and Denmark. Now, and Denmark also includes some territory up here, interestingly enough. So yeah, and you start the game as Sweden with a personal union with Norway, but Russia starts the game as in control of Finland here. So we're gonna have to figure out how to get them to peel that off from Russia, and we're gonna have to figure out how to get Denmark in our sphere. They don't do the sphere thing in Vicky 3. Oh, speaking of changes, though, I have to get this out here because I'm absolutely ecstatic, and it is ruining my Hearts of Iron 4 run because I keep trying to do it. WASD keys now move the map. Now, I don't know. I don't play CK3. I don't know if they instituted it there, and this is nothing new for a Paradox game, but I am over the moon that I can finally use my WASD keys to move around the map. So we're going to get started. Looking at research right off the bat, I'm going to go some of the ones you want to make sure you have. Central Archives is good. Oops, that's not what I wanted to actually do. Off to a great start. Mechanical Tools is really good because it leads into railways and water tube boilers. Railways because this is actually railroads and battleships. I haven't actually made it to a point in game where I can build battleships yet, so I don't know how much of that old is going to carry through, but we're going to try. And I don't even know how much you get to see them. That's the only, I really like the improvements that they've done to the naval and land warfare stuff. I'm just sad that I don't get to see the little units. Those were pleasing to my eye. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna shoot for that just to get the railways because they are important for building up infrastructure, and infrastructure, as we'll see, is really important. I'm not going to spend the start of the episode explaining the whole game to you. Like I said, there are a lot of other videos out there that do that better than I. So for now, we're going to start with the declared interest. We're just going to address our little current situations here. We've got a trade agreement with Prussia and a personal union with Norway. So we are going to declare an interest in... Where do we want to declare an interest, guys? I'm tempted to try and get some colonial stuff going down here. Like maybe in La Plata. That could be fun. Let's see. I don't know. I watched a brief video that said, I think it was either Oalata or West Sahara has some good resources eventually. Is this just one region? Yeah, okay. Colonialism is different in this game, or colonizing is different. It's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do another Portugal run just to practice colonizing stuff. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this other declared interest for right now, so maybe... What have we got here? Anything... I don't know how to find... Like, a lot of the lenses... I don't know how to find out what I can build, what I could build if I were to colonize this region. I guess I can look at the buildings for each of these. Okay, so they've got sulfur. Sulfur could be useful, and they've got coal. They've got sulfur as well. Logging. I've got really good logging. They've got sulfur, coal and sulfur. What's their... No, no malice, like some of the other colonial areas. Over in Africa especially, there's a lot of malaria and stuff. So maybe Patagonia. Is Patagonia going to be colonial? Colonizable? There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Let's see. Which lens? Establish colony. We do not produce any colonial growth. We must have an interest. How do I... And this is something I have not looked into at all. How do I produce colonial growth? I think I need to have a law set up. No colonial affairs. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And colonial exploitation, for what I'm going for, it sounds bad. And it kind of is when you really think about it, but this is definitely the preference. And how do I get to it? Let's see. Not part of our laws. Is it unlocked already, maybe? Why can I not? Through support from interest group. Okay, so the industrialists like it and the armed forces like it, but it will radicalize the royal folk. Okay, so once I get the industrialists in charge, there's a lot of people that like it. I think we'll switch over. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're going to declare an interest down here so that we can start working on Patagonia. Just for shits and giggles. Because that's how I roll. Shitting and giggling. Let's see. Okay, so back to the homeland. Low market access in Scania. So to address that right off the bat, we're going to pop off with a decree. Forget where the decrees are. I think it's politics, yeah. We're going to do some road maintenance in Scania. Because they are... I did say Scania, right? Yeah. Oh, it's already taken that into account. So yeah, oh, there it is. The 95%. They were, if I were to cancel that and go look at Scania, you can see they're using 24 of 22. It took me a little while to figure out infrastructure stuff, and I'll probably get into that a little more as it gets relevant. But I think I finally got that squared away. That understood. I know what I'm doing there. We got 8 battalions in reserve. This is because our general, Axel Mourner, who has the fantastic first name, his he can only handle 22, and we've got 30 built here, so we can either stick another general in there if we need to, or we can just leave him in reserve. We don't plan on going to war anytime soon, so I'm not terribly worried about that. I'm going to start off. I think we've got nothing going on here in Norland, and they've got some good modifiers for both iron and logging. We don't have anything in the investment pool, so we're going to let that build up first. Industrialists are powerful. The petite bourgeoisie, such a fun word, is they're happy. All sorts of stuff is going on. Yeah, I really like the spreading technology. You don't feel quite the rush to pick everything up. Schleswig started to improve our mutual relations. That's fun. Okay, so let's close that down. So yeah, I want to let this build up. The investment pool is building up before I start trying to build stuff, because a lot of the stuff you can build, especially early in the game, you can pull from your investment pool and not hurt your balance right off the bat there. Let's see, is there anything, what kind of institutions do I have going over here? Education's good. Law enforcement is good, I guess. If I'm going to have colonial affairs, I'm going to want to improve my number of investment level max. And I don't know what improves that. So you guys will learn with me, unless you already know. If you do, drop a note in the comments. As always, I do kind of record in advance, so if you drop a comment on this video, I won't see it. I mean, I'll see it, obviously, but it won't affect this week's videos. American-Spanish rivalry declared. We're going to get the Spanish-American. Oh, let's see if Texas has won their independence. Oh yeah, there's a cool feature. This tab thing is really fun. Yep, Texas is independent. Are they at war? They are not. No wars. I tried a couple of Texas runs, more than a couple actually, just to get a feel for things. And there's supposed to be some sort of event that fires where like you capture Santa Ana, and I could never get that to fire. I went through like 5 or 6 attempts, and I got wiped out within a year every time. So I don't know what's going on with Texas right now. I don't know if it's a bug or if I'm just doing something wrong. See how much we've got in the investment pool. 20 and 5. Let's go ahead and get some logging. They are very, well, not terribly profitable, it looks like. Mostly because tools are really expensive. So it couldn't hurt to get the cost of tools down. How do we do that? Let's see. Yeah, let's get our construction tooling workshop. Pig iron tools. Why are tools so expensive? Probably just because there's a high demand for them. Staple industrial. Yeah, there's 186 buy orders and only 105 sell orders. So yeah, let's create some more buy order, or some more sell orders rather. Let's improve our. Now, okay, so the tooling workshop is in Scania, and Scania is already maxed out on infrastructure. Well, they're not maxed out now, but that's only because I've got the road thing. I really need railroads in there, but since that's going to be a little ways before I can get there, I think I'm going to build. Eesh, they're kind of far off as well. Maybe I'd be better off importing some tools. So let's get the lumber going in. What's this called? Norland? I don't think I have one there already, do I? I do. Okay, they're at level 2. So let's go ahead. The predicted earnings per week would go up, so we're going to go ahead and improve that. Oops, I forgot to look. Okay, yeah, I've got enough infrastructure there to wiggle with that a little bit. I'm not going to mess with either of these two right now. They're really hard to get to, at least as Sweden right off the bat, and it kind of takes away from what you need to be doing at the start of the game. Expensive government goods, tools, wood. I'm working on iron. Got one of these locations has good iron output, I think. Yeah, uh, Svealand has some good iron mines. So yeah, once we're done there, we're gonna go ahead and build up some iron mines here. Yeah, their cost of tools is still expensive. Predicted earnings not quite as good. Let's see how the investment pool is doing. Nice. There's enough going into the investment pool. There's more going into the investment pool than I'm pulling out. So that's good. That's nice. It's going up. Well, nope, I was wrong. I saw the investment sources there and thought that was the weekly change, but no, that's up above it. That's right here. I was looking at this number. So yeah, we are pulling from the weekly. I don't know if it's good strategy or not. I tend to balance it like I'll wait for this to hit 0 and then I'll pause and I'll let it go back up. Just because I don't want to eat into my nest egg here, my war chest, quite literally. This is about the best thing to see this as is your war chest. This is where you're storing up money, because once you mobilize your troops, your money, your balance here goes into the tank. And so if you have a good stockpile here, you can hold out for a lot longer before you get into having to take out loans. So let's see. What's the next step? Oh yeah, I wanted to import some tools. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pause. And part of the reason that it's costing me so much is because tools are so expensive right now. Spanish market, the Russian market wouldn't get me. It would hurt my productivity, but it wouldn't use any convoys. I'm doing okay on convoys right now, so we'll go ahead. This is going to cost me 15 bureaucracy. I've got 107. So I can spare the bureaucracy right now. So we'll go ahead and open up some tools from the Spanish market and maybe the Chilean market as well. Oh, that was weird. Why did that all of a sudden? Oh well. As long as I mean, it's still, you don't have to worry about each one being productive. You just want the overall to be productive. Okay. So that should lower the cost of tools. So hopefully when I fire see, it was 3 point something before. So now let's see what happens when I resume. How much is coming out? Oh, it helps to unpause. There we go. Now we're only going down by 2.1, although I think the investment source is a little higher than it was before, so I don't know. What do we got going on here? Expensive government goods still? Oh yeah, it's because I'm building again. Wood, tools, and iron. Yeah, it's to be expected. I can pause that. Actually, we're going to go ahead and let that resume. There's just 1 week left. So we're going to let that tick up, and then we're going to pause. All right. There we go. Okay. Investment pool has been drained, paused. And I think this is actually where I'm going to call it today. I know it wasn't terribly exciting as far as things go, but I think this is going to be a very informative run. It's going to be a good learning experience. So I hope you guys will enjoy the ride. I'm certainly going to enjoy. There's a lot about this game that I've loved. And oh, I need to pause. There's a lot about this game that I've loved as I've been playing around with it. I know it's brand new. It's got some kinks that need to be worked out. Oh, interesting. The U.S. has started a native uprising diplomatic play against the Great Sioux Nation. Fascinating. Yeah, I did try a little bit of a U.S. run, and it gets a little involved because you got all the Native American tribes to mess with, and the war with Mexico doesn't really play out all that well right now. I think they need to do some tuning of that. But yeah, overall, I've been really impressed with the game. I'm really excited with it. I'm looking forward to bringing it to y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do. If you do, and if you have, please be sure to do all that YouTube stuff, as always. I would take it as a kindness. Y'all have been great to me so far, and I really do appreciate that. And always remember, sometimes you win, and sometimes you learn. We'll see you guys next time.